So one of the things I love about that particular instance is it looks like that guy really has no idea what he's doing and shooting at. Because he's like, he literally just sat there and shot a fuck ton of like monitors, right? He didn't shoot like the hard drive and shit like that. He just was like, nope, I'm gonna put rounds in the monitors. The other thing here is this mission is supposed to go south, so I like the fact that they go, hey, here are a ton. And I mean a ton of, I love that every single like person who works as like a hacker or something, they like cars and they like scantily clad women. Like, that's it. Take that. And like I said, the game is like, nope, here's everything you need to go through this like a firefight, because we want you to now go through the rest of this mission as though, you know, with whatever force necessary. Like, don't hold back, don't worry about it. That missile was moving really slow. It was action cam that we just caught it on. Yeah. That was like some center mass shots, and the game's like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, and honestly, that is something that I do like about, like I said, the later games. I love how much it improves on shooting, because shooting at this point in time wasn't good. Like, it's not. This game isn't fun to play as a shooter. Like, it's just not. Even 3, where it's the more refined version of this game, isn't as much fun to play as a shooter. That door was just jammed when we were trying to go through it before. Oil rig tech. Nothing. I'm pretty sure there's stuff in here. In one of these. That's the United States passport. There's the same magazine. These guys don't get a lot of those. That's another dead guy there. So, I also, like I said, the fact here, it looks like they're trying to cut all possible ties. Like, they're like, nope, we need deniable plausibility. We don't want to be, like, thought of as having something here. Kill everyone else that might know what this thing was used for. Really, buddy? I guess also, real quick, while I'm sitting here thinking about it. So here's the secondary pump for crude oil. It doesn't tell me what type of pump it is, which is a bit of a bummer. Manufacturer, Inessa Engineering, waypoint pump for oil filtration. Fuel regulator, all right, that's fine. A reservoir, I know what that is. Hey, Gurman, you at your semi-permanent posting yet? My platoon finally got off the school buses 2 hours ago in Belarus and rendezvoused with another platoon that came via cargo plane. We're heading east, but we haven't been told where yet. When I get there, I'll shoot you another email. This is so unlike the military we knew when we joined. We're in incredible shape, lean, decentralized, efficient. We're acting more like a business than an army. Colonel Lutschkis explained to a group of us that we could win this by allowing Americans to surrender, surrender aggressively. Any idea what that means? I'll write again soon. Sergo. Let's see what this is. Some kind of automated blast doors. Data hub appears to be a window to the hub, static and intercept. That just tells me, like, hey, you can do damage to the thing this way. And this is definitely one of the quicker missions. Like, this is really, really quick. And that guy's already dead. He looks like he could have been an American. What does that say? I didn't kill him. Right? Ian, for all we know, the Raptor 3 could work beautifully, and 7 times out of 10 in testing, it has. Only problem is there's 3 times, and we've already promised FWN live coverage of the Raptor 3 at work. The PR boys are real eager to get this footage on the tube. The C4 is just to assure the explosion comes off nice and juicy. Even if the Raptor drone releases its payload on target, a C4-juiced explosion is more telegenic. Besides, the operation could be a cakewalk. We've got intel from the CIA that says there's not more than a dozen Georgian soldiers on the ring, and not very well armed ones at that. Fish in a barrel, man. Hua, Tim. That sounds about right. That's definitely a U.S. soldier. So the U.S. soldiers are already on the rig as well. Nope, that's the way I went in. That's right, now I'm like chasing him down. I like that you have to grab him. Like, you can't just talk to him here.
What makes this worth the risk?
Who the hell are you?
Don't ask any more questions. Answers only, and fast.
I understand.
Why risk manually extracting data from a battle zone?
It was the only way. We encrypted with a non-transferable destroy unused hard key.
What's the data?
I'm just a messenger. I don't know. Something about an arc.
What's that?
I don't know. What Nicolaz wants most.
Where were you going to take the briefcase?
I don't know. I wasn't going to find out until I was on board the escape ship. Mass is a complete control freak.
Mass.
Please, I don't want to. Philip Mass, Nicolaz's lead programmer. I swear that's all I know.
Let you watch undulating while I take a drink.
Kill me. Otherwise, Nicolaz's men will.
What's that data stick say? Steve, can you believe this? I goddamn hate this garbage. Not only do we gotta deal with the media focusing on unmanned drones like the Raptor, but now we gotta do their work for them and still get no credit. When flesh and blood men are here risking their lives, I goddamn hate it. Some PA desk flunky realizes civvies are going to be happier about a war without American casualties, and now all we see on the news is remote control killbots. It's even worse than Afghanistan. I'm sick to death of it. Mr. Massey, don't get me wrong. I'm perfectly willing to try tapping little bird for ARC intelligence, but I don't think it'll do any good without the key. I'll get whatever I can, but I really think Nicolaz will need men inside the presidential palace, which is obviously impossible considering the current state of affairs, but I will do my best, and whatever is possible to retrieve from the oil rig, I'll get it. Piotr. So I also like here that we're still complaining about drones.
Great job, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce.
Yep, there you go. There's the mission, right? That is just in and out, a really quick mission for this game. Communication data retrieved from the oil rig has proved to be invaluable. The records are full of vague hints concerning an impending retaliation against the U.S. More concretely, they show evidence of a leak in the U.S. intelligence community, suggesting that the Georgians may have a mole inside one of America's agencies.
How much longer is this gonna take?
Your daughter's on the line. Just running the encryption.
Black hell!
What's up, Good?
The data you glommed off the rig. There's no way the Georgians could have gotten this much intel without a man inside the CIA.
Fisher, you're up.
Dad?
Sarah. Hi.
Where are you?
On my way home.
I thought you were gonna call last week.
Something came up. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Were you in Georgia?
Honey, you know I can't answer that.
Yeah, I know. I was just watching it on TV.
Sarah. Sarah!
That's an Osprey. It'll fall. Those things just fall out of the sky, though.
Grimsdale. Wilkes. You okay?
I think so.
Hope everybody's all right back there. We just had a faulty collision warning. I've never seen anything like it. The entire herd went haywire.
Anybody have a line back to 3rd Echelon?
I'm here, Fisher.
What the hell's going on?
Nicolad's just declared war on the U.S.
What?
The Georgians hit our communications, transportation, power grids. We still don't know how extensive the damage is.
What's our defense? What are we doing?
What do we have? Nicolad's caught us with our pants down. All we've got is the laptop you pulled off the oil rig.
My daughter.
I know. I've got people heading over there. This whole country's a mess.
I need to see Sarah.
You know what you need to do. We're helpless until we find Nicolad's. You're heading for the CIA. Your mission just became critical.
So something here that I really
Failure at the Red Bear Army Community Hospital in Mississippi resulted in 17 deaths and over 30 injuries. Both county electricity and backup generators were destroyed, leaving military train traveling to Norfolk, Virginia collided with a commuter rail line after an apparent failure of its automated routing system. U.S. military has not released the contents of the train's cargo, though federal authorities have evacuated a 20-mile radius surrounding the wreckage. Though no official death toll has been given, initial reports indicate the deaths of over 40 enlisted men. Potential civilian casualties are believed to be much lower.
Newspapers talking about cyber terrorism, an information crisis, information warfare. Call it what you will, but realize that no American is safe until we mobilize our army.
Rescue workers, their information grid entirely disabled, were unable to respond to the crash for nearly an hour. Injuries became fatalities as, to combat Nicolad's, the Georgian president still in hiding. Though his first wave of cyber terrorism focused on military targets, intelligence proposes that a large-scale civilian target could just as easily.
We have faced terror before and triumphed. I promise here to the American people that we will triumph again. Earth is too small a place for the perpetrators of these acts to hide. The United States and her allies will enact a justice that is swift, true, and absolute.
Track down the mole in the CIA. Hours after the attack on the oil rig, Georgian President Nicolas launched a devastating wave of remote technology-based terrorist attacks as retaliation against the U.S. The only lead to Nicolas' whereabouts is a mole thought to be operating out of the Central Intelligence Agency.